So Aries, your week commencing the 18th of August forecast begins with a repetition of an aspect which is very empowering between Mercury the communicator and Mars your ruler, which occurred last Friday, but it's repeated on Monday. So you burst into this week with a lot of enthusiasm. If you something you want to share that you're inspired by, you're attracted to someone, they're going to find you very hard to resist. So that's absolutely delicious. But also the sun is forging a beautiful link to Chiron in your sign. If you have felt at times this year, particularly earlier in the year, with Saturn in your 12th house in a conjunction to Venus, that certain relationships have been hard going, or you haven't felt very heard by people close to you when Mars was in a square with Chiron, now you have an opportunity to feel much more self-assured. It's a great chance for you to reset your sense of identity in the most radiant of ways, because the sun is also in its third decan and therefore is picking up the sub-rulership of your ruler Mars. But it has to be said, Uranus has recently moved into a very electric, buzzy part of your chart, which can see your mind really having lots of sparkling ideas. But as the sun makes its way into the practical Virgo on Friday, then with the black moon, the new moon on Saturday, squaring off to Uranus, if there is something that you're wanting to take that's been creative, that you've been trying to make progress with and box it into something more tangible, the sun's journey into Virgo gives you that opportunity over the next month. But if you're in a job which is rather too mundane, is not really keeping your interest, you feel it's a bit dull or repetitive, you may find yourself becoming a little bit resentful of the regularity of that as this week draws to a close. What attracts you often is a sense of drama and freshness, recreating your approach. But of course, with that freedom does come some responsibilities. And if those responsibilities are a bit too workaday, by the end of this week and with that new moon, you could find yourself checking out whether you need to make some changes, particularly around your work or the way you organise your domestic situation. And if there is someone who tends to be too dependent on you at home, you may find yourself being much more outspoken towards them as this week draws to a close.